Here we go!
Round two. Fight.
Of course, I would forget to put the mic on this one. It wouldn't be an adamant stream without some fuck ups. Bro, what is up, man? It's been 3 weeks, a little bit over. Um, but anyway, what's good, man? It's been a while. I got some shit I want to talk about real fast, but I just want to get this out before we get to the game. Just to let you guys know, and that is that, of course, in typical adamant fashion, I apologize for the lack of streams. I've been kind of in a little bit of a rut recently with like certain developments and certain situations with which I had to like think about what the fuck I was doing and like really like look at what I'm doing here on like Twitch and like try and reevaluate content creation and like what I really want to do with this stuff and the real energy that I want to portray with this stuff. So I apologize for the lack of communication. I will try to be more active on social media and try and be more communicative. But just wanted to let you guys know I appreciate every single one of you that stayed on the channel. I know a couple of people, or at least a couple of users that definitely didn't stay around. But I can't say how much I appreciate you guys staying around. Like, even like, I know that we're only at like 20 followers or close to 20, but either way, I'm just really happy that there are people that actually like follow my content, even if they're people that I know I don't care. Like, at the end of the fucking day. But you know, I want to grow this brand out, and I really want to branch out and become a bigger content creator. So with that being said, I just wanted to let you guys know that there's some big projects coming up, some branching out that we might do. I know that Twitch is kind of bugging the fuck out with shit, but overall, I would say that, hold on a second, what the fuck is going on with my phone? Oh, all right, whatever. Sorry, it was something stupid on Facebook. But let's just say basically, if you can't tell, if you look at the page, I made a couple of adjustments to the page. We changed the overall, I guess, theming or tone of the channel. We're gonna be a lot more chill here. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean that we're not gonna have hype ass moments? Does that mean that we're not gonna have hype ass streams? Absolutely not. That does not mean that we're not gonna have hype ass streams. However, one of the things that I really wanted to nail down during the time that I had to make new things for the channel was that I got to really sit back and really think about what I want to do with the channel, like what I want this channel to be for people. And I was like, okay, I want to make a Twitch channel, and I want to be able to, like, you know, build a community and stuff like that, because that's what everyone who does Twitch wants to do. But I also was like, do I really, what can I do to make this a bit more unique, I guess? What can I do to make my page a bit more unique? And I started to think about it, and I realized that, and this is my personal opinion, before I go into anything, before people think that I'm disrespecting other streamers, I'm not at all. I respect all of them. I respect their craft. I respect their work. I respect their communities. They're all fucking awesome people, I bet. Some of them could be terrible, but I think most of them are probably awesome people. That being said, I feel like most streamers don't really try and just be chill. Like, I feel like a lot of streamers are really dependent on hype and or yelling at battle royales, personally. And by the way, we'll play a battle royale sometime on this channel. Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm avoid. That's nothing too. Like, I'm getting stuck in my head again. But I feel like there's not a lot of channels where they really focus on the fundamental aspect of just chilling and playing a game with your community. And I think that's what I want to do with this channel. I'm not a really, to be real, I'm not a really energetic person. I don't really do the whole, like, even with like my most hype, like the most hype thing I ever did for a video game was, I think, when God of War 4 got shown off. Like, I lost my shit, but that was only because I hadn't seen God of War since once. I was like, this game looks so fucking good. And I think Spider-Man too. But either way, I personally am not like I don't want to say not an energetic person, because when I get in that mood I can be energetic, but I'm just not an energetic person when it comes to like everything. And I feel like when it comes to other streamers, I feel like there's not a lot of like emphasis on the chill factor. Like, I just want to make a place where people can come and they can come to my stream and, you know, just chill. You can just come here and chill and watch me play a game and talk to me and stuff like that. Like, that's honestly what I want. So that being said, aesthetically, I changed the channel a little bit. It's not too changed. Like, I still have a couple of other aesthetic things that I wanted to keep, but overall, I did change like the overall outlook of the channel, because like I said, I just want this channel to be a place where people can come and chill and watch me play a game. And hopefully you guys will find that entertaining. I would hope so. I can't say that it will be entertaining, but I will say that I hope that it is entertaining. But either way, another thing is, I just want to let everybody know that I am working on, as you know that we have the Adamant archive over on YouTube, which is where all these streams go. If you're on YouTube, you're probably watching this right now, but the Adamant archive is still gonna be up. It's not going anywhere. I have plans for that channel as well, as in like, and by plans I mean I may start editing these videos down a peg because I don't want to put everything on fucking YouTube because I don't want to get in trouble. Honestly, because just content creation right now is kind of bonkers with this shit. Like, you could say fuck and you'll get canceled or fucking get your channel deleted at this point. Like, it's fucking weird. But that's a whole nother topic. I'm not even gonna get into that right now. But either way, the Adamant archive over on YouTube is where these Twitch streams will be. I always tell you guys this. However, I am also working on my main channel. If you guys don't know, I actually have a YouTube channel that is just called Adamant, like the same as the background title. Yo, Kevin, thanks for pulling up. There's actually a official YouTube that I have for this setup. Like, I have the Adamant YouTube channel, but however, I have not uploaded in like years on that channel. So the thing is, I'm actually going to start putting content on that channel. Because I actually really want to start branching out and making more content so that I could reach more people instead of just streaming on Twitch specifically. So just wanted to let you guys know that there's content coming from YouTube as well. Like, we're going to start working on that pretty soon. I'm not going to say expect a new video upload tomorrow. Like, no, I'm not going to say any of that shit. Like, I am nowhere near confident enough to say that that's going to happen, but I could definitely say that the content is coming very soon, very, very soon, depending on what I can get done within the next week or so. There should be a video coming very soon. But either way, sorry, my eye is bothering me for some reason. All right, anyway. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on, that I apologize for the lack of streams, and, wow. Okay, Switch, you good, buddy? All right, I apologize for the lack of streams. I'm getting distracted by everything right now. I apologize for the lack of streams. YouTube content is coming. Adamant Archive still is going to be there, so if you want to watch streams that you've missed, you go over to youtube.com, search Adamant Archive with the brackets, and you'll find the channel. There are already videos up there. There are 3 complete playthroughs up there, I think, now, because Ghost Runner just got put up there recently. But, yeah, so let's just, that was it. I just want to let you guys know what was going on. But, let's jump into, let's play Haids for a little bit, because I've actually been wanting to play this game. I'm going to start over, because, I actually have not played this game in, I don't want to say a year or a couple months, because I've been playing this game on and off. Because honestly, this game is just very addicting. But like, there are times where I'm like, I want to play Hades, and then I play Hades for like 2 hours. And I'm like, all right, I played too much Hades. But yeah, I have a file on this, but I'm gonna start over for the sake of like just Twitch, because I feel like that's more interesting. As you can see, I haven't even played this that much. I haven't gotten that far. So we're just gonna start a new file here for everybody, because I don't know. Who knows? Whoever pulls up to the channel may not have seen this game. I don't know how. This game is like one of the biggest games fucking world. But either way, we'll just jump into this. And just to get this out of the way now, I highly recommend you play this
Hades,
game.
whose very name inspires fear and penitence, reminding us of the inevitable fate which we all share.
Also, if anyone's in chat,
however,
yo, Kevin,
mean to tell you
Kevin,
such a tale.
you specifically,
Listen
let me know how the
carefully.
audio is, like if you can hear me in the game perfectly, or if there's like I need to adjust it. If you can. That'd
Goodbye,
be,
Father.
Alright. This is our first escape. And
To hell with this place. Whoops.
I'm also using a very different controller. I'm not using the typical Pro controller. I'm using my SN30 Pro, which is, I honestly would say, if you, I'm gonna be completely real here. I'm not sponsored. But I'm gonna be real. If you want a really good Switch controller, I wouldn't say necessarily for like every game, but if you just want an all-around solid Switch controller, get this controller. They also have them in really cool colors. Like I actually want to get another one, because this is the one that's themed off the Game Boy, but there's also an all-black one that I want to get eventually. But yeah, I really like this controller. This controller feels fantastic. But either way. For the norm, first boon you get is
Try and stop me.
the first. Just letting you know, the first boon you get will always be Athena. Let me know right now. It's never not anyone but Athena.
There she is.
And by the way, some people may get frustrated. Is it better than the Switch Pro controller? Yes and no. I think the analog on this controller is a lot better. I think the analog stick on these controllers is a lot better. But I wouldn't say that the Switch Pro controller isn't a good controller, because it's definitely, I would say it's the best option for Switch. But yeah, I personally just like this controller because I just think it's a better structured controller. Like it just has like let me see if I can just put this up real fast. Like you have like you see how you have like, let me see if I can position this correctly. You have the D-pad right here, which is a lot better than the Switch D-pad in general. This analog stick is really smooth. This is a really it's like a PlayStation controller if it was made for Switch. And I actually like that a lot. So
It's got to
I
be her.
dig it.
Then here goes nothing.
Hello, Zacharias.
In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Hail, noble cousin. Now, let's get you from that miserable place. I'll see that all of us upon Olympus
I'm
do our
glad I
part,
could help you
beginning here with me.
Oh yeah, by the way, all the art in this game is fucking fantastic. I'm gonna be real with you. This is probably, I'm gonna do, we'll do the dash. The strike is
I know
good,
you
but the
can't
dash
hear me
is
all
a
the
lot
way
better.
where you
because
are,
we can keep
goddess.
moving.
But thank you.
At least for this first run. We're gonna die this first run because we have like no upgrades. But and this game is not easy. I'm gonna say that right now. This game, you're gonna die a lot because it's roguelike and you're supposed to die. This is basically Dark Souls light, literally. Because unlike Dark Souls, I feel like, unlike Dark Souls, this game you don't get really frustrated when you die.
Let's fight.
You just kind of like, I'm just like, damn. All right, I gotta upgrade something. Maybe if I get a new weapon, it'll be a lot better.
More coming.
Like it's funny because like while I'm playing this, I'm already missing the second dash, which we're gonna get in like 2 seconds. Let me throw that. Oh, I got you. Oh, that was mad close. Holy crap! I almost got caught in that trap. All right. Jesus. That was extremely close. Alright. Whoa!
No.
Okay.
Rewarded.
Oh, I have another Athena one. Alright. Your cast damage foes in a small area and can deflect. Your abilities that can deflect also make foes exposed. Periodic exposed for 5 seconds. Victim takes more damage. I'll do that because I would rather have the attack.
The shield of light.
So basically, if I backstab an opponent, it does more damage. Okay. But yeah,
They absorbed my blow.
like I would like just to go into like personally why I recommend this game. I think this game is the perfect beginner's roguelike. Like, I'm not even joking. Like this game was designed with to be the perfect roguelike for the first time. And I think that's ultimately the reason why this game is like that.
A chthonic key. Wonder where I can use this.
Oh. Do I want to... I forgot her name. Do I want to go that way or do I want to get the elf? I'd rather get the boon. I'd honestly rather get the boon. Because if I'm not getting hit, I shouldn't have to worry about it. He's killing these fat ass ghosts that are like the big ass ghost boss from Luigi's Mansion. I don't know if you guys remember. I don't know why I had that thought just now, but I don't know if you guys remember Luigi's Mansion, where like all of a sudden there was like you go to the dining hall, and then there's like a big fat ghost that's like eating the slop off a plate, and a butler keeps bringing it in, and then, like if you stop him, he starts fighting you, but he like starts breathing fireballs. It's the weirdest.
There's only one heavenly archer I know of. Well, several, really. Anyway, in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Forgot her name. What's her name?
I heard about you.
Artemis. There we go.
Look, I'm not like all the others on Olympus. The power of the hunt helps keep me company, so maybe it'll help you too.
Yeah, I hope so. Your special is stronger. With a 20% chance. Your cast each full with 10% chance to do it. I'm gonna do the special because the special is what I do more.
The power of the hunt sounds like good company to keep.
The chance that this does. I think that's good. But yeah, I played this game several times already. Like so just in case you're wondering, like I said, the only reason that I really started over is just because I'm streaming. I feel like I should start over. Oh yeah, and also the music in this game is godlike. Like this song doesn't really pop off until later, but I'm getting my ass.
The underworld's power.
Crap. All of a sudden I started getting my ass whooped. Yeah, I have no money, so I kinda
can't heal myself, but I can fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a roguelike. Can't heal yourself. At least not in this one. No! What? I thought I dashed through all of them. God damn it. I'm too used to having 2 dashes. Alright. Well. First death. First death. First of many. But
damn it.
It's not all bad. Because we get to talk to the
home.
three characters in this game.
Yes, carry on everyone. Don't mind me.
Yeah, so if you don't know the story, just gonna let you know the story right now while he's walking very slowly because that's what I'm doing. Oh yeah. What's up, buddy?
Welcome to the House of Hades, where... Wait, I know you. Guess that means you died out there, huh? Well, don't be sad, though. Pretty much everybody dies sometime.
Jesus, get hypnotized.
Some of us more than others.
Yeah, well, anyway, the premise of this game is that you are Zagreus, the son of Hades, and that you are trying to get out of Hades because you don't like it here. So the other gods are trying to help you.
Back already.
There's good old daddy, but well, fucking first of all, I'm gonna pet my dog because I love doing it.
There's a good boy.
Please.
Don't be jealous because he likes me more than you. Let's talk to the dog.
Infernal watchdog Cerberus regards the underworld prince with mixed emotions, from purest joy to deepest
I'm
melancholy.
honestly impressed with the team that made this game, that they managed to make Cerberus both adorable and terrifying at the same time. Like, escaping the underworld looks difficult as fuck. Oh, dude, this game is super hard. Like, this game, like that's the first area, and the only reason why I didn't get through those rooms was because I didn't have a second dash. Because like I said, I played this game before. The first area is baby compared to the other ones. Let's just say this: I've only gotten as far as the second area boss before the third area. I haven't gotten that far in this game. Like, this game is that difficult. Like, but the thing is, because the game is built around you dying and upgrading and getting better a lot, eventually you're just gonna beat it because you upgraded enough to beat it. Like, that's like, this game is designed very well.
You watch over things for me, won't you, boy? You know I'd take you if I could.
This game is just really well designed. But this game is very, like, it's difficult, but it's not, like, so difficult that it's annoying. That's the thing. What's up, Dad?
Stupid boy. I told you nobody gets out of here, whether alive or dead. So how was your wanton ransacking of my domain?
I wish I could voice act like that. Stupid boy. I told you nobody gets out of here, whether alive or dead. I don't have the voice.
Greetings, Father. My ransacking was a delight, thank you for asking. So I'll just be on my way again.
Rebellious stage.
Be on your way indeed. What do I care? You shall never reach the surface. Go. See for yourself.
We have to fight him eventually. Take a seat.
No time to rest.
Okay. Where's my mentor, Achilles?
You've returned.
I find it so ironic that our mentor is fucking Achilles. Has no faith in his son. Bro, at all. Bro, he honestly just believes we're never gonna make it because he just doesn't. I believe he believes he doesn't, like, we're never gonna make it because he doesn't want us to live. Like, I honestly, sincerely believe that. But anyway, let's talk to Achilles.
Good to see you, lad. Despite the circumstances.
This is the most
Remember your
epic
training out
Achilles has ever
The pain of
looked
death
in
is but another obstacle.
anything. Like, anything.
And fear is for the weak. Take care, Achilles.
Yeah, and you're healed. I don't understand how he's a mentor when he literally got his ass kicked because somebody slashed him in his fucking ankle. Jeez, man.
The House of Hades. That dark and lavishly appointed lair of the underworld's king is home not just to him, but to his willful progeny.
You know I can hear you, old man.
But oh yeah, another thing, just to mention, another thing that's weird about this game, which is, I think, penultimately, and there's a cat. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's a cat. Hold on a second. This goddamn cat. God. Hey. What the hell's wrong with you? Okay. Goddamn. I love my cat, but my god. Sometimes she just picks some of the funniest times. You guys can probably see her. Well, you probably can't because my big ass fat body is covering her. Alright, anyway. Back to what I was saying. What I was saying was that this game is, another reason why this game is great is because it is incredibly detailed. Like, there's detail in everything in this game, and there's dialogue in everything. So for example, there was dialogue here, there's dialogue with Achilles. If we go over here, where these guys are performing some kind of weird personal seance or something.
How goes it, Shanes?
Now what am I supposed to just sit here? he and you saw Calls of Death, he literally fell off a waterfall. Like, there's all kinds of stuff like that in this game. Like, you could just find things to, like, read and do. Like, this game is actually very, 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 very funny. Like, it's very funny and very detailed. My favorite character. She has the coolest design in the entire game, at least to me.
Do not despair, child. Such setbacks are inevitable and may be overcome with effort and with time. You made contact with the goddess Athena. She shall be true to her word.
See, the best part about this game is that I don't have to voice act because the game does it for me.
I believe it, Nix. I'm grateful that you put us into contact. I know you took a considerable risk in reaching out.
The risk is not to me.
She is the reason why
I expected the Olympians would involve themselves in this eventually. Reveal to them no more than they already know. Are we understood?
No.
Yes, we are.
Then go.
No. Goodbye. She's so cool. Like, it's like, this is such like I've never seen, like, I don't know, like, because God of War has really cool designs for, like, their gods, but they don't look like beyond, like, anything beyond, like, actual Greek mythology designs, like, in terms of conceptually, like, character-wise. This game has such unique character designs for, like, these gods specifically. Because, by the way, unless you lack common sense, these are all actual fucking gods from the Grecian pantheon.
Hey, room, I'm back.
Just to let you know. Alright, so we're back in the room.
The bedchambers of Prince Zagreus lie in a perpetual state of utter disarray, despite his lord and master of the house repeatedly insisting that he pick everything up.
Oh, come on, it's not that bad, is it?
I mean, for a Grecian teenager's room, it's not super bad, but it's just the books laying around. You just gotta clean this stuff up. Like, that's about it. Like, that's another thing too that I find hilarious is that this game has like all this stuff, but you never interact with more than just like the table and the mirror. Which, by the way, here's the mirror.
Night and darkness guide me.
You can upgrade stuff here. We're gonna save up for the dash because that's what I want, because it makes this game 10 times better. And loading screen. And here we have our weapons, which we can't unlock except the bow, which I'm gonna unlock
there
now.
we go. Coronacht, the Heart Seeker. Let's deal some damage.
Over here.
What the?
The pain is indescribable.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys know right now, I don't have this weapon. Anyway.
Nice place you got here, boyo. Name's Skelly, how's it going? But enough with the small talk already.
got a
I'm here to
coin
do
in
a
his
job.
mouth.
So let me have it. Give me everything you got.
I never noticed that till just now for some reason. He has a coin in his mouth.
I don't remember having you on payroll, mate. Who's your supervisor?
Even the underworld has a hierarchy. How terrifying.
Oh, I'm not about to wrap my sources, pal. Just try and beat it out of me.
Okay.
If you insist. Oops.
And he's dead.
Bet I got you pretty good.
Oh, never mind. He's still alive. And these are
have to come back
keepsakes, which
later.
we have none of because we have to give. This is alright. So the keepsake system is your relationship system. So you get more keepsakes the more relationships you make, because here's the thing. You get these items that you can give to characters because believe it or not, there's more characters than just Hades and Cerberus and Achilles. You can actually give a lot of gifts to a lot of characters that you see in this game, and they give you keepsakes, and keepsakes help you get through dungeons a little bit better because they give you like certain like perks and stuff. But let's look at what we're trying to get out of.
I can do this. First get past the wretched shades of Tartarus.
This is so
Easier
fucking
said than
cool.
done. and doubtless I'll be running into Meg. The River of Flame ought to be just beyond. Find a way up to Elysium from there, and after that... Alright, let's give it another shot. I can escape from the courtyard back there.
See? Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about too, with like the attention to detail. Had you not gone here just now, like in this particular moment to do this, he wouldn't have said that. He would have said something completely different. Or if you would have walked away during that monologue, he would have stopped. Like, he would have said something that was like, all right, and back to what we're doing. Like, this game is like very intricately made. Like, they knew exactly what they wanted to do with this game. And I think that that's admirable. I think this game personally deserved the Game of the Year, but instead, you know, we don't have control over critics. So, you know, critics, you know, they play games for 30 minutes and they go, this game has best graphics, so the gameplay is stable and sound. So it's obviously a 10 out of 10 because it came from this company. You don't know what game I'm talking about. I'm not gonna go there because we're gonna get to that. But either way, that's something that I want to focus a whole entire possible series on. But either way, the Flash. It's the Flash.
Is this really him?
There we go.
Okay. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
What if new Flash became a fucking Grecian god? Let's go. What are you gonna give me?
Greetings there,
Dad's
young man.
not Flash.
Look, your father's always been rather difficult, and he's not so much as called in quite some time. You'll have a better home where you belong, here on Olympus. And to help you on your journey, have my blessing.
He said, hello, young nephew. He said, I've tried to FaceTime your father several times, but he always leaves me on mute. Anyway, here's my blessing. Alright, let's attack.
Lord Uncle Zeus lending his support. Never thought I'd see the day.
Like, it's the little touches. Like, for example, right? They did not have to add little lightning trails to the, like, sword slash, but they did. They didn't even have to. They just did because they could. You know, like, you know how amazing that is? Oh, by the way.
Composed of such innumerable, ever-shifting, interlocking chambers, the underworld of Lord Hades all but guarantees the dead shall there remain until the end of time.
The river of blood. The river Styx.
Good thing I'm not dead.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a religious man, personally. Or rather, I'm a spiritual man, but I'm not a religious man. And you know, sometimes you gotta sit back and be like, this stuff is ridiculous. But there's also a part of your mind that looks at this and is like, I hope this shit isn't real. I hope that when I die, there's a part of me that just hopes, like, at least for me, there's a part of me that just hopes, like, when I die, just let it be over. Like, I don't want to wake up here. Like, this shit looks like, imagine this in real life. Like you never think about where you are in a video game. But, like, since this is the underworld, I just want you to imagine this. Imagine, right, being like Zagreus. Just start right here. Imagine you, a human, dropping right there. Imagine the scope of where you're at. Like, this is, because you have to understand, like, this is a massive room when you look at it in regards to Zagreus' fucking, like, place in this room. Imagine landing here as a dead soul and seeing all of this shit. I'd be fucking terrified. I wouldn't know where I was. I think I just entered another life or some kind of video game because I'm a nerd and that's just how I would think. But in all honesty, it's just like, I hope, like, imagine, like, I hope the underworld is just like chill. Like, I just... Oh, I never noticed that. It changed. I didn't know that. There's a lot of things I'm learning about these abilities that I did not know before.
What I found.
I did not know that chains lightning to other
Each
opponents.
exit has its own reward.
Ooh, it's the drunk guy. It's Dionysus, I believe. Lord of the Grapevine. Also, I think he's actually a voice actor. Like, he's a character from Futurama.
That was revelry? People having a good time? Well, sure then. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I'll accept this message.
Yes,
Hey there,
I got it
Zag,
right.
man.
It's
How's
Dionysus.
it going? Look, you have got to get here with the
Dionysus.
rest of us already.
It's
We've been
Leonidas.
saving you a spot. Let me see what I can do.
Chronica.
Make life a little sweeter for you in the meantime.
Yeah, this guy is the god of wine. Like, can we talk about the fact that there's actually a god of wine? like every time you look at like a Grecian god, it's always like the goddess of love, the goddess of the planet, like or whatever. Like Zeus is the god of gods, like Hades, god of the underworld, like goddess of wisdom, Athena, and shit like that. Like Aphrodite, goddess of beauty. And then you have Dionysus, the god of wine. like this guy was born for the sole purpose of being the god of a drink, of drink making. Like, and then look at him. Just look at this pretty bastard. What reason does he have to exist? Like, let's be real. There's no reason why he exists. There's no reason why this character exists. Beyond just being a great man. But, either way. Let me see. Your dash crossing over. I'm probably just gonna do drunken dash, but if your health is low after encounters, sort of the threshold. This is good, but like this is good, but this is also like, okay, I get one nectarine, but that's a like, who cares? Like, I'll do it for the sake of it, because I
Get the god of wine to liven things up around here.
Thank you.
Where to?
I want the dash as soon as possible. The keys are useful because they allow me to unlock more weapons, but at the same time, it's like, I know some people may disagree, but I honestly really like the sword the most.
Dead.
Ow. 10 more. Money is good for later runs. I personally think. I don't think money
A centaur heart.
Max life again. Good. I need more darkness gems. Like I said, I'm trying to get. As soon as I get that second dash, this game becomes like not easier, but a little bit more tolerable for me. I can't stand it. I'm pretty sure there's somebody that's been like, here's a Hades run where I do nothing but here's a Hades run where all I do is use the base kit. It's like, that's cool that you have all that time in your engagements to do that, but I don't have that time. God damn, you did that shit right in my goddamn and we have to dash. Oh, and by the way, also a thing about this game that's designed very effectively for the purpose of making the player not be annoyed, which is why I think this game is one of the best designed roguelikes. You don't drop everything. Like, if I was to die in this run, I don't lose my darkness gems or my nectarines. I just lose my coins. That's the only thing you really lose during these runs. Like, that's it. That's Athena, so I'm definitely gonna get that because it's Athena. I personally think of all the gods in this game, I think Athena has the best kit. Like that, I think it's so useful to be able to deflect enemies. Personally.
is your mother, as I understand? We Olympians rarely consort with the chthonic gods, though Nyx herself reached out to me about your plight, and I was spurred to act.
Yes. She is my mom. That's actually really interesting. Like, that's the thing. The one thing I hate about cast is that cast is. I haven't found any use for the cast yet. I've been using special and just basic attack because I think the cast honestly isn't that useful. But I don't really like it that much. Reduce damage from traps. I don't need that because if I'm playing well, I'm not getting caught in traps. Turn foes back, attacks back against them. We'll try this one because I haven't tried this one before. Yeah. Also, we get boom info, which is there you go. There you go. That's the boon info. All right. All right. What's over here? I'm like, where's the door? It's over there. What's the key? Ooh, easy key. Easy key.
This can unlock something back home.
Yep. Yes, it can. I believe that is Ares? This is Ares, if I'm correct. Which should be interesting.
Uh-oh.
Oh, also. Fuck. Fuck. No. I want to die at Megara. I don't want to die here. Dude. Whoa. Almost got hit by that last bomb. Oh yeah, like I said before, the music in this game is phenomenal, but it takes a while to ramp up. Like, you won't honestly hear the best of the music in this game unless you're playing boss fights. Personally, because that's when the music just goes apeshit.
This one was bound to show up, I guess. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
This is Ares. I'm correct.
You've got quite the fighting spirit in you there, I have to say. Most intriguing, and yet no surprise for someone born in hell itself. You come on out of there and tell me all about it. I'm a fellow student of death, you see.
Mm-hmm. You don't look evil. Your dash creates a blade route before you start it. After slaying a foe, your next attack or special deals more damage. Your special inflicts doom. Doom is interesting because Doom is like poison, but like on a countdown. So it's like, instead of it like just gradually doing damage, it does a countdown and then it just does a big splash of damage, which I think is actually really good, but at the same time, I really do like his blade dash. I do. I like that little subtitle on Under Boons of Ares. He fixates constantly upon releasing the most violent of mortal beings' impulses. After slaying a foe, your next attack and special deal more damage. I'll do this.
The war is on. They got me. No way to patch up. Got to keep going.
Alright, fuck it.
Don't think I've gone this far.
Keep on going now. Die. I'm not gonna have really good health for I'm not gonna have good health for Megara if we make it there. I'll just say that right now. Probably gonna get my ass whipped if I get to Megara.
Who dies first?
Real low.
A palm of power.
And this upgrades one of my abilities. I'm going to upgrade lightning strike.
They must have lots of these on Olympus.
I think so, huh? I don't know. I'm really low on health. This is bad. Whoa!
Like that.
I have 10 health. Holy crap. I have 10 health. Yeah, let's go to the shop because I hope he has health.
Charon's shop. Yum.
He also has an upgrade thing. Oh yeah. What's up, Karen? I call him Karen. I don't care.
Why, good to see you, Charon, mate.
Oh,
Just
it is
minding my own
Charon.
business, taking in the
Oh,
signs.
it's Charon. I'm
Sure
called
is
Charon.
awfully convenient to be running into you like this. I had all this coin I wanted to get rid of.
I gave him the coin already. Anyway.
Beyond the present chamber lies the outermost perimeter of Tartarus, promising terrifying dangers far beyond the Underworld Prince's reckoning.
And I can reckon quite a bit.
Yeah, so what does that mean? It means we're about to fight Meg. That's literally what it means. That's all it means. It just means we're about to fight Meg. Fuck it.
Pleasure doing business.
I think we'll do this.
Got some zest.
Alright, we're probably not gonna win this particular fight because I personally think we need the second dash and a couple more upgrades, but either way. We'll give it our best shot. So what's up, Meg?
Well, this is awkward.
Meg Griffin.
Halt, Zagreus. Not one step further.
Come on, Meg. Haven't we had more than enough of each other by now? Besides, don't you have someplace else to be?
Your father sent me. All in all, I'd rather be on your bad side than his. Now you can turn back, like a good little man, or I can send you home the painful way. What'll it be?
I'll have to go with the painful way.
A man after my own heart.
Here we go.
Hold it right there.
Ow. Forgot about that. Ow. Yep, what'd I tell you?
No effect.
Oh shit. Ah! Ah!
No, no!
See, like, she goes crazy. You need certain boons to make that fight very easy. With that, certain boons make that fight incredibly easy, but if you don't have those certain boons, this fight is fucking annoying.
Ah, cheers for that, Meg.
Oh, back at it again.
So you got skewered by a spike trap out there, huh? Well, that's too bad. Have you tried not standing there, like when the spikes come out?
I have not.
Annoying. And by the way, once again, attention to detail. If I had not died from getting hit by a spike trap, he would not have said that. He would have said
Someone's
something
at the desk next to the throne.
Nah, I talked to this asshole.
Who's that sniveling shade to your immediate left there, Father? Already found someone new to do the busy work. And here I thought I was utterly indispensable.
That shade boy is my newly designated contractor. One whose responsibility is to work on this house. Though who shall pay for everything my subjects here demand, I do not know.
You're trying to guilt me into funding the exorbitant furnishings you desire.
Perhaps once we are finished with repairs for all the carnage you have sown throughout my realm, then we might finally have time for all the needed renovations that have piled up.
Nice.
I like how, I just love how like Hades is like the underworld is treated like an actual like legitimate business. It's actually kind of hilarious. Anyway.
Some sort of special offer for me, my good shade.
Yeah, like this.
Work authorized. A fountain chamber in the depths of Tartarus sounds like an excellent idea.
Yeah, there's more, but I have to get more gems now. This is another collectible we have to get now. We can also get different things to make the house look a lot different. And add shit to other chambers. Like, this game is just too much. There's too much to do in this game. What's up, Achilles?
Happen to know whom I should thank for the weapons just outside my chambers, Achilles?
I'm sure I wouldn't, lad. Though if I happen to run into them, I'll let them know.
It was you. It was you. I'm not stupid. It was you. Anyway. I'm pitted up.
If I don't pet your other heads, don't bite my arm off. Deal? How you holding up, boy? Eating well lately? All three mouths full and happy?
Each terrifying maw of the infernal watchdog Cerberus
I just love that they made this dog adorably
one
terrifying.
after the next, as if to reassure the ever-doubting prince.
Like, look how scary that one all the way on the fucking, like, left looks, like, in the shadow. But, like, the other two are like, hey! Like, it's just like, what the hell? I'm gonna give him one.
Here, boy. Just as long as one of your three heads enjoys these pets.
Oh, wait, I pressed the wrong button. I pet him again. I want to give you this, buddy. Here you go.
Look what I got for you, boy.
As one of Cerberus's heads receives the prince's gift, another muzzles something back into his hand.
Now
Thank
we
you,
got a
boy.
keepsake. Our first one of many. But,
You are here.
what's up, Nix?
What once was a small lounging area within the House of Hades now is sealed off, in utter shambles, since the multi-headed Cerberus tore the space apart, mourning the missing prince.
Cerberus destroyed the lounge again.
I like how he says again. Like, this is not the first time. Yeah, this is the lounge. We'll unlock this later. It's where we'll usually find Megara. But we have to, it only unlocks after we beat her, I think. So
I heard lately from the goddess Athena, Nix. She seems to admire you. I thought Olympians didn't like our kind.
They typically do not. But you are family, child. And why, I believed Athena wise enough to understand why someone such as I would seek her in particular. She has in turn made others in her family aware.
You make a good team.
I'm definitely gonna get, if I get another nectarine, I'm gonna give one to Nix. She deserves it. She deserves it. Anyway. I will, oh yeah, let's go to the mirror and get the dash. That's the one that I need. We'll do We'll do 1, we'll do 2, and we'll do 3. There we go.
Good to go.
That's what I wanted. There we go. And I'm not switching weapons because, like I said, I know a lot of people may disagree, but I personally think that the sword is my favorite weapon.
How's it going?
It just is.
Hey, pal.
Hey, what's up?
Once in a while, pal, you're gonna see a real fancy bozo try to ruin your good time. You'll know him because he's glowing like a light. But that's his special armor, see? You gotta punch right through it. He's gonna shrug you off until you do.
For a good time, beware the fancy glowing bozos on my quest. Check.
He's basically saying what we went through before, which is that when enemies have a yellow highlight, that's like armor. So you have to break down the armor bar, and then you can hit them for like regular damage. So, and also when they have that armor, they're not affected by your hits. Like they don't get hit stunned. So you have to actually break the armor in order to stop them from attacking you.
Got something new to try.
Yeah, we'll definitely be using this because I think this is personally the best first keepsake you could have. It's a spike collar because it gives you more health. But either way.
I'm going to get through all this.
Or die trying. Several times, in fact. Anyway. Second verse.
That looks like a Daedalus hammer.
First. Oh yeah, and this is interesting.
Enchantments for my weapon.
So this upgrades abilities for your weapon specifically, like not boons. This is for the weapon you're using at the time specifically. So this only affects the weapon you're. Nice PlayStation controller. This only affects your weapon. This does not affect your boons or anything. Like your boons are not going to get stronger because of this. They can, but they won't. The rest deals 200 damage and has a 40% critical chance. Your attack becomes a big chop that deals 90 base damage. Your attack, your hold attack rapidly deals 20 damage per hit. Now you see, objectively, I think this is the best out of all of them. However, I really want to see how this looks. So,
Daedalus, wherever you may be right now, thank you.
Oh, it's just a.
Shoot.
Okay. I mean, that's not bad. So it. Oh, I didn't know that. It gets rid of the third attack. It gets rid of your thrust. Now it's just this. I don't know if I like it.
Who keeps fixing that?
Why do you keep breaking it?
Each time the prince delves back into the underworld, its ever-shifting chambers realign to frustrate his attempts to perhaps map it out.
See what I was saying earlier about this being a nightmare if it was a reality? Imagine dying and then dying again and coming back here and everything's not the same.
Built to ensure no one gets out. We'll see about that.
Nah, I'm getting out. I'm definitely gonna get out eventually.
Do not mess with me right now. Heads up. I warned you.
Okay. Do I want to go for Poseidon or do I want to go for the health? I'll go for Poseidon because I already have enough health personally. I think at least.
Crashing waves. A trident. It's Uncle number 2. It's got to be. Then, in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Except as Jason Momoa. Sup?
Ahoy there, little Hades. You recognize your uncle, do you not? We've a lot of catching up to do, but first things first. You get yourself out of that dour underworld. As for me, I'll see if I can stir things up a bit to cover your advance.
Stir things up. He's gonna splash things with water. What is he gonna do? Yes.
Looks like I caught a big one. The power of the sea.
Like,
should
see,
be
it's
of
like,
help.
like, is that not like fucking cool that they did that? Like, just like I said, the little things. Like, look, they really didn't have to add an effect for your slash, but they just did. Like, how cool that looks. Like, they did it. This game is something else. Alright, I just think this game is really cool.
Brimstones.
Yes, we're fighting crystals.
This can unlock a weapon back at home.
And not another door. Okay, you're in health.
That ought to keep me going for a bit.
Always good to get dark gems.
Pests. Next.
Well, I call bullshit, man. I call bullshit on that. Just gonna be honest. I call bullshit. You can only go this way, though. Alright, we'll get some.
Coin from the dead.
100 area. Yes, it would be worth it to go see Karen, but at the same time,
Hey, lads.
you hear this music? How hard this music goes?
That's what you get.
Like, I mean, I had more health, but you see how that was a little bit, like, easier for me to get through with the second tap.
Did you happen to know, my king, that you have slain more than 100 foes since you began your quest?
Really?
You have, for I am keeping count, and I am most impressed.
I've slayed 1,000,000, but you've slayed 100, and that's a good start. Fuck yeah.
This is my fight.
What the hell? Why would I not use that one? That's super useful. It just boosts everything. I don't need to boost any one specific thing. It just boosts everything. Come on. I lost so much health.
Some darkness.
Ooh. I'll take that.
Ah, what I wouldn't give for, say, a healing fast of some sort.
No! God damn it. No! No! Oh my god, these guys are Pez. They're ruining everything. I lost so much health.
A bottle of nectar.
All that for a
Who should I
bottle
give this to?
I immediately regret my decisions. Alright.
Let's see what's in here. Coin goes in, that comes out.
Because I need that possibility of getting a little bit more health. Kind of getting fucked up right now. Oh yeah, also we get one more health now because of the upgrade. So every time we get into a room, we get one more health. Holy shit, they do that. Oh yeah, no. One of my.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
You cannot escape.
Oh, well, my father's gonna try to kill me now.
Found me, huh?
Enough.
There we are.
I almost died. Even though I'm pretty much gonna die when I get to the next room.
The power of the gods.
Karen! Save me! Oblivion NPC, please.
Charon's shop. Should help keep me going.
Shut up, my brother.
Got to say, you are a sight for sore eyes there, Charon. So, looks like you're selling. Is that it? You come to help me out?
Ski.
Brilliant.
Thank you. Oh, we can get all of them. What the hell? Yeah, fuck it.
It feels unseemly to make contact from that most unpleasant boatman's stash of ill-gotten wares. Nonetheless, this was an opportunity.
She doesn't like that we bought upgrade. Oh, perfect. We just got the perfect item for this fight. Let's go. Yep, that's exactly what I need for this fight. That's crazy. She gave me exactly the boon I needed. Now it's just a matter of if I'm good at this game or not. So, here we go. Let's see what happens. As long as I can deflect those projectiles he throws out, I should.
I'm here, Meg.
Ever stubborn, aren't
Hi
you?
again.
Maybe my whip might make you reconsider whatever it is that you're attempting here.
I don't think it will.
Your whip's not been all that persuasive in the past.
I mean, I'm here.
Maybe persistence will pay off for both of us. Come then. How did that feel?
Oh, she delayed it. Fucking bitch. God damn. Woo. I might. Oh no, I might die. Oh my god.
Enough of this.
Oh god, 3 health. Oh god! Wow, I'm actually garbage. I got 3/4 of her health down. Had I just watched where I was going,
Damn
it
you,
would have
Meg.
been fine. God damn it. God damn. Alright, whatever.
What happened to Hypnos?
Where the hell is he?
Didn't hear you come in.
You didn't care that I came in, right?
Father, what happened to the lounge? The only place for anyone to have a little fun around here, and you seal it shut.
Oh, I had little choice about that boy. You see, after you fled the first time, Cerberus, why, he was very much upset. Utterly tore the place to shreds. It's now under repair. All thanks to you.
You know, if I was Zagreus, I'd be like, a little mad, but a little happy at the same time.
You're really blaming me for not minding the dog while I was out and while you all were here.
I lay the blame entirely upon you, yes.
What an
Who else?
asshole.
It's fortunate that Cerberus has calmed himself since then. Come to his senses, I should say. May you yet come to yours.
Wow. My dad's an asshole.
Hey,
Anyway. Achilles!
Achilles, is it really true that Cerberus ripped the lounge up right after I left? He must have gotten in a lot of trouble.
I mean, he's a dog. And he's owned by Hades, so yes.
I only wish you could have seen it, lad. The place looked like a vineyard after a typhoon. Your Lord Father was livid, but he never gets so angry with the dog. Poor Dusa, though, she's picking the place up.
Oh no. I wonder what became of Dusa. She's always worried Father's going to fire her, even without something like this.
They're talking about Medusa, who's very, 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 very adorable.
What are these shades up to now?
No way, you grew up in Delphi too? He died from impalement.
Don't think I'm welcome in there.
Stay out of there.
Father's chambers, always locked.
No use in trying, lad.
Whoa, Achilles, what are you trying to get? Are you trying to get my desk? Yeah, it's not my business.
What's
Can't
that
do
there?
anything
Something
on
from the
me.
Fates? Not as comfy as it looks.
Nyx, I'm gonna talk to you and then give you a gift.
Darkness guide you, child. You have outgrown this house. Of that I am now certain. Should you return again here, I shall keep you safe.
You see how cool this character is? Come on, she's got like dark gems all over. She's got like the floating thing. She's got her shoulder pads or shoulder armor are crescent moons. How is this character not amazing design-wise? Like, look at this character. She's so fucking cool.
I won't forget you, Nyx. I swear it.
I won't. And here, take this Sunny D.
Nyx, you've done so much for me. I thought you might like this.
You know your father does not like it when nectar is doled out on the premises, dear child. However, I am not he, and I wished regardless to provide you a token of my affection.
Yay!
I'm very grateful, Nyx.
I got a goth clothing item from her. Cool. Alright, yeah, 51 gems. We should spend them.
The Mirror of Night.
Oh, yes. Yes, we're definitely going to use that. That's actually really useful. So that this Death Defiance means that for every time you upgrade this, when we die, instead of like getting reset, we'll actually revive, but with half of the health that we currently have. So with 50 health, if I die to Megara, instead of like getting kicked out and sent back to like here, I'll get 25 health back to be able to keep fighting. So yeah, and I'll do this one. That works.
My power grows.
My power grows. We sleep.
Can't sleep.
Okay. It's just funny. It's just funny, like, if you can't use the bed, then why is the bed there? What's up, bro?
You're pretty quick, you know, boyo. Just be sure to use that fancy dash of yours and keep him guessing. Don't let him catch you standing still.
Dash like mad instead of standing still. That's not the worst advice, I guess.
I mean, he's not wrong. The dash is, at least to me, the dash is the most useful fucking weapon that Zagreus has in his arsenal.
The courtyard of the House of Hades is kept neat and orderly, in contrast to the terrifying sprawl that lies beyond.
It's not that orderly, really. What's this one here?
Deal 10 plus 10% damage striking undamaged foes, also striking foes from behind. I think I'll stick with the spiked collar, but this seems like something that would be really useful for when I'm able to use keepsakes after finishing certain like realms, because there's multiple realms. Like, this is one realm. We have to complete several realms to get out of here. So
ready as I'll ever be.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know right now, if you guys are expecting me to use a different weapon, I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. I really only like the sword, and we don't have the spear yet, so. Oh god. Are you guys ready? You guys ready for this?
It must be a mess. Let's see here. Hi there. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Here she is. Ready?
Why, hello there, little godling.
There she is.
I have to say, you're quite the specimen, and so I've decided I shall aid you for the moment. You interested?
She's naked. But her hair's covering everything up. Also, her hair is constantly in hearts, which is very, very, very weird. So, it's between these two. I don't really want the dash to be inflict weak, because I don't think weak is that good of a status, to be honest. Unless you like really upgrade it. But I have to get like a the fruit thing to upgrade this to be better. Because I think honestly at base passion dash is not good. We'll do special.
Interested in the power to break hearts? Sure, I don't see why not. Crushed.
There we go. Here we go again.
witches. Key to a weapon.
Okay. Aphrodite or I like Aphrodite, but the goddess of the hunt. I didn't even take damage that whole time. Wow. I'm actually surprised. I feel like I should have taken damage there.
So, Aphrodite reached you first, did she? Sounds exactly like something she'd do. She has a knack for trouble. So, let's just stay focused here.
Are you jealous? I've never seen that before. That's actually hilarious. Any damage you deal. Any damage is a 4% critical chance, so that's like literally... A 4% critical chance is not really worth it to me. As good as this is, it would only be good if we could upgrade this, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to upgrade it. So I'm going to destroy it.
Let's hunt some dead.
Alright, how many coins do I have? I don't have enough to really... I don't really have to buy anything right now either, so... Let's go another cave.
I can use this to unlock a weapon.
Oh, I got 2 keys. I didn't get 1. I got 2. Huh. Interesting. I'm gonna use this for the chance to get the fucking deflect dash.
Oh, Tombstone. Just great. Giant evil crystal then.
Alright, what does this say?
Damned lost souls with nowhere left to turn congregate in deepest Tartarus, where they fuse together with the earth itself into odious forms which defy description.
They basically turn into big crystals.
Oh, so the crystals are people. So I just killed someone. That's unfortunate.
Your father Hades and my father Zeus have not communicated in some time. and Zeus refuses to explain. Something transpired between the two of them. Perhaps you know better than I.
Sister, you don't know the half of it. My dad doesn't even speak to me. He thinks I'm a piece of shit. For this damage, propose attacks, your cast damage is frozen in a small area and can deflect. You know what? I never tried this one.
Strength
What
of
is
the
it?
goddess.
I never picked that one, so I didn't know what it did. That's actually not too shabby.
Witches. That's better. Where
Going
now?
back to base, but at what cost? I already have enough keys.
Must be the fountain chamber I commissioned back at home.
Oh, look at us. We caught a break. How nice. Yeah. This room is a blessing, but you never, I don't know, at least for me personally, you never really get this room. You don't. It's very
A
rare.
place of calm and respite, whilst perhaps unimaginable in the underworld, occasionally is to be found, in fact.
Okay.
And not a moment too soon.
Yeah, I definitely needed that. Damn, I need a dash. I wish I was able to get another dash, but I don't think I'm gonna really get one. Is there a way to see how many crystals I have right now? It's not gonna show me. Show me how many crystals I have. Oh, I can use the D-pad. I didn't even know that. That's weird. It's very angular, but yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Don't want the nectarine or the gem. I can't choose. The nectarines are useful, but this is also very useful. I need these. Yeah, fuck it. Whatever. We'll figure it out. Oh, shit.
Stop him, Riches, now!
Not again.
I get the feeling I am being watched. How's that? So close.
They had their chance.
They did.
Peace and quiet. I'll take that. Phew.
Yeah, I'm still not exactly sure what weak does. I don't really know what it does. 'Cause it seems like it
God's
just
grant
does
me
more
strength.
damage. Huh. A 50% chance, so. Door. Yep. You always know when you're before like the main boss area. Oh shit! Oh game! Jesus! Get the fucking second place? Holy shit, just said every skull in the underworld out there.
I'll take it.
Oh my god. That was crazy. Alright, good thing it's Karen before. Alright. Oh god. That was really bad.
Karen's shot. I'll take it. Good enough to eat.
Buy something from Big Daddy Juice. I don't know.
Hey, Carol. If there happens to be something really horrible awaiting me beyond that door, then give me a sign, won't you? Great.
Yeah, it would have been funny if he said, "Oh, it's Meg." It's just like even Karen knows. It's Meg. Meg.
Don't spend it all in one plate.
I thought that ferryman would be content to transfer souls across the river Styx, not rob you on your journey to the surface there, nephew.
I mean, I think it's fair.
Is my hair...
Alright, we have a full kit. We have a full kit. There's no possible way we could fuck this up. There's no possible way we could fuck this up. The cards are there. We just need to finish the deed.
I'm back, Meg.
And there you are again. Lord Hades ought to lock you up rather than let you run amok in his domain like this.
I'm sure he'd welcome all this feedback from you, Meg. Or maybe you're just pining for my father's job.
I have no envy for your father's position. Besides, I happen to enjoy my own responsibilities.
Yep. Can't hit those back. Well, it seems that reflect is kind of useless. I'll break it up.
Handle this.
Ow. Oh, I control that? Oh god. Not again.
Stay right there. Blood and darkness. Blood and darkness.
We're back.
Damn it.
Oh god. We're almost already dead. Oh god, we're almost already dead already. Bitch, let's go! We beat her for the first time. Yay!
I did it.
I'm excited for this one minor victory. Let's go.
Achilles might know what to do with this.
Okay, well, we got Titan mode. That's pretty cool. Alright. First time. This is the first time we did it, guys. We completed an area for the first time. And with that, we'll move.
How did you...
Don't mind me, Father.
Father is not happy.
None other than those in the trusted inner circle of Lord Hades are authorized to enter the intricate chambers connecting the vast regions of the underworld. But the prince decides to barge in anyway.
I'm the one. I'm the one who knocks.
I barge where I please. I can wash away my boons.
You can sell your boons. I didn't. I had no idea. Let's keep going.
Long way from home. Yes.
We're not making it past this area. I'm letting you know that right now. We're definitely not making it past.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Asphodel.
The once verdant plains of Asphodel are now engulfed in scintillating flame, having been flooded by the river Phlegethon, whose hideously superheated contents could bring death swiftly even to those resistant to most heat.
I don't think anybody's resistant to it. I think they're just tolerant.
I'm only flame resistant, not flame proof. It's nice and warm out here, I'll give it that.
Look, it's hell. It's literally hell. This is just doom, eternal hell. It's literally what it is. Alright, well anyway. Away!
Inferno bombers! I think not.
God, I didn't see the bomb. I keep. Ooh, that was close. Oh, I think my keepsake just ringed up. That's pretty cool. I think we go let's see. Upgrade or hearts? I need help, so.
On to the next one.
On to the next one. Please, somebody get me out of Hades!
Burn slingers.
I went over here to get I went over here to get fucking a goddamn health thing, and it just gave me the health that I had before I got here. Nice. Oh, this is one of those rooms where I gotta choose, right? Oh god, what have I done?
They're making me choose.
Oh no. On one hand, Zeus is dead. Sticks his dick in it. On the other hand, I'm not hunting right now. I'm trying to escape. Who do I pick? I'm gonna pick
Grateful.
deserve such scorn. Your lapse in judgment here is not so easy to forgive, yet easily punished.
Now we have to face revenge.
Lord Zeus.
Oh God, no, not this guy.
I angered him, I
Oh
guess.
God. Oh, the hell, what have I done? No! Oh, please. Stop! Stop!
How? I did not become ruler of Olympus by forgiving trespasses, young man.
He's so petty. He's so petty for that. Why did he do that? He's supposed to be
right,
helping me. Even fucking Zagreus is confused. He's like, wait, what?
What are they on about now?
Wow. He died because he got stabbed in his giblet.
Shades of the dead mill constantly within the house, complaining of their woes and seeking audience from any who would listen.
Okay.
I listen.
No, you don't.
Welcome back. It's usually pretty quiet keeping watch over the pool of sticks back there, but it's sure been busy lately. Why, somebody else came through just earlier. You should have seen the look on my face when it wasn't you.
Come on, man.
Glad to keep things interesting.
It was probably Meg.
You again.
What killer you gone? Where is Greek hero Aeschylus? He just disappeared. Where's Aeschylus?
Welcome home, boy. You're late for dinner. Or breakfast, or whatever blasted meal's next.
You tried it. Lame.
That's all right, Father. I'm not feeling very hungry at the moment.
I've asked repeatedly for the construction of a sundial, but every time they tell me no. Can you believe it? Your impertinence with me inspires all.
Let's go. I'm starting a revolution. I have to.
You don't like it when I pet your other heads, huh? No.
Wow. Imagine a Cerberus being picky about what head you bid. Imagine that. Anyway, we can't do anything without any gems.
Wonder where Nyx went.
There Megara is. Hey, Meg.
The prodigal son returns. Everyone's saying I went easy on you, Zag.
Don't worry, Meg. I eventually managed to get home the painful way after all.
Look, I have a reputation to uphold. You get past me again like that, you best go all the way. Now leave me be and don't think you're gonna be so lucky next we meet out there.
Bet! Anyway. Sorry. Ooh. Yeah.
Show me something new.
That works.
Excellent.
Like I'll say this right now. If you're expecting to watch somebody play this game competently, you are wrong. I don't play roguelikes competently. I play roguelikes the way I play them. That's the whole point of a roguelike, is that everyone has a unique experience.
Hey, Skelly, you look like you know your way around Tartarus. Found some of this ancient Titan blood out there, and I was looking to score some more.
Ah, you come to the right place regarding that there, pal. It's your mean weapons back there that can find this stuff. Once you get all the way through Tartarus with one, that's all the blood you're gonna get. For the time being, anyhow.
Really?
How am I supposed to keep track of which weapons I've earned these with, then?
I don't know, there's always the invention of writing stuff down. You'll figure something out.
You don't have to be a sassy bitch. Anyway. I really don't like the arrow. I'd rather just wait to get one of these two. I do not like the arrow. Alright.
Darkness, give me
Go for
strength.
this again. One more time.
Gust of air. This mark, almost like a bat wing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Hey boss, found you. Good. Hermes, at your service. Pleasure. You are the talk of Olympus. Normally I wouldn't get mixed up, but for you, I'll be making an exception. Now come on, we've both got places to be.
Oh, I'm not understanding this. I thought, wait, God of Swiftness, isn't he the messenger of the god? I thought he was a messenger.
Appreciate the lift, Lord Hermes, sir. Now let's go.
Already replacing the key I already used.
This can unlock a weapon back at home.
Who's the dev for this game? I think it's Supergiant. I'm glad you're back. Supergiant Games. They made. I don't know if you've heard of the games they made before this, but they made Bastion and they made Transistor, which are both.
I'll just take that.
I think Bastion's another roguelike that they got like highly praised for. I didn't play it. It came out on 360. I never played it. I know it's on PS4 too, which like I honestly should check it out at some point. Just like this game, by the way. By the way, Hades is on PlayStation 4. You can play it now. But it's no longer exclusive on Switch. But Bastion and Transistor are the two that I know for them. I think they made another game, but I don't remember what it was called. But it wasn't a roguelike, I think. I don't think it was a roguelike. It might have been, but I don't think the last game they made was a roguelike. They seem to specialize in roguelikes, at least from what I see.
Particularly light on your feet there, Zagreus. I'd figure Hermes himself was speeding you along, except I've not seen him about in... been a while, really.
Like how everyone's just a little bit British. Everyone's just a little British. Ah, finally, some renovation currency. Alright. Finally.
More louds. You're nothing. Gemstones. For safekeeping.
Wow, that was actually worth it because I gave 5. They usually don't give 5. Right. You've heard of Bastion? Yeah, that's the last game I played that was like. I don't know if Transistor was playing because I honestly didn't even know about Transistor until I looked it up.
Who's next?
And it's funny because I saw Transistor on the. Because that's another game that came out like on PS3. But I just didn't really. Similar to Bastion, like I looked at Bastion, but I've since grown up as a gamer. So I'm actually now more open to playing games that are different. So that's Zeus. Good for Africa.
don't you?
Yeah, probably.
You've had a brush with Megara the Fury, haven't you? Oh, I know a thing or two about that one. Though lately we Olympians no longer mingle with those living in the underworld. You're the only exception.
Really? We don't talk to those underworld folk. They're weirdos.
Love and loss.
There's hearts coming out. It's like it's like they made me a Sailor Moon character. It's Sailor Zagreus. Sailor Zagreus. What planet is this? Planet X. Oh, what the fucking fuck? I got fucking fuck. What the fucking fuck you? Come on.
Looks like a good batch.
Shit. Oh, guys, like, I don't know what it's on.
Well, my weapon's hidden talents.
Oh, please. Please?
That'll do.
Please and thank you. Key or... Oh, he's gonna pick it. I don't... Oh,
Here we go again.
You really think you can get out of here?
You really think you're leaving? Not on my watch. Fuck armor. Oh my god, fuck armor.
No more of this buffoonery.
Yeah, you're
Well,
right.
that's
It
better.
is buffoonery. They fucking suck. I hate the armored enemies. They're so annoying to deal with. Professor Mr. Potter. Oh! Second! That's 4 health. $100. Can you say you have $100? I got $100.
That's not.
They always give me Charon before Mega. They always give me Charon before Mega. This is like the most convenient thing ever. They usually don't do that.
Charon's shop.
What the hell is this? The hell is that? Oh, it's like a secret boon?
I can use this.
Is that like a secret boon? Like it's like a gamble? I'm here.
Hey, good to see you out here, mate. Looks as though you've got some fine wares up for sale, don't you?
This guy knows how to live. Always a fresh take on life. They ask him what the meaning of life, he just goes. What was my relationship status with him? Oh, I can't even see it. I don't think I have it from him, though.
Charon, you've been such a reassuring sight, I thought I'd offer you a token of my gratitude.
You're pretty hot, Karen. Here, have this bump of Sunny D. Sunny D.
Wait, you don't have to give me something in return. It was a gift. Though, you're insisting, aren't you?
Yeah,
I don't know what to say, mate.
Friends with
Now, here's something for you.
Hey. Well, we're walking into Megaro with no dash, so this is gonna be with no deflector or anything. Hi, Meg.
Hey there, Meg.
What are you doing, Zagreus? The underworld is sealed off. What you're attempting is impossible. You've seen what happens when you go too far.
This place can't stay sealed shut forever, Meg. In the meantime, I thought I'd get some practice in, you know?
I'm not your practice partner, fool.
Yo, that's so good. Dead already. You did it. You're in.
Yes.
That
was
safekeeping. Easy. She's a scrub lord now. I wish Zagreus talked that shit like that. That'd be mad cool. Wouldn't that be cool if Zagreus talked like that? Zagreus like, yes.
Well,
I swear I'm gonna get the hell out of here, guys. It's gonna be the last thing I do. I forgot what menu I was in. God fucking damn it. Fucking Switch controller. I treat the Switch controller like it's a fucking Xbox controller. Like, cause I keep forgetting that A is where B would be and B is where A would be. Like on a Switch controller, A is where B, like A, on a Switch controller, B is where A would be and A is where B would be. So I pressed B like it's a 360 controller or like even a PlayStation controller, like circle, but it was A. So it confirmed it. So I just purged one of my abilities. God, I didn't need to do that. Yes. See if that's
the path from Tartarus is finally laid bare. Far above, the heat from Phlegethon, the river of flame, is faintly felt already. even as its dangers lie in wait.
Lovely. Till next time, Tartarus.
Die anyway.
Made it to Asphodel.
Yes.
Wasn't this whole expanse once lush and green? Bloodless. Okay. Just what I wanted. Extra blessing.
Hermes, the god of running really fast. Hermes, the god of...
In the name of Hades.
Insane. Let's take the chance on Charon because I need help really bad. So, yeah.
One of Charon's shots.
The searing flame and ashes of the river Phlegethon mean nothing to the ferryman Charon, who travels all the waters of the underworld bearing the dead, the damned, and all their fineries.
I do enjoy dead people's fineries.
So what you mean is he has an ID that
Much better.
Athena, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna buy you.
Here's the fee.
Yes, attack that can deflect. Oh, sorry, bro. I didn't mean that you. Oh, he's mad at me. I can't talk to him anymore. Sorry.
Next
Sorry, bro.
island.
I didn't mean to do that. I really didn't mean to do that. Karen. Karen.
Why, it's the barge of death.
Oh. Here we go.
has she? The little scamp. She seldom shows respect to anyone, not even me. But I'll enhance her blessing nonetheless.
Enhance?
Shocking.
Oh my god.
Never gone this far.
Zacharias, you did that. Zacharias, you did that, and I noticed, and now I like you 20% less as the main character of this game.
Slam dancers.
Flames of Asphodel. Well done. You may have quite a distance still to go, but having crossed through Tartarus is no small step, cousin.
Why are you carrying an owl? I just realized. Dad deals damage to reflect. Dash. Useful one. About to show up. I don't know who. Oh, hi. How's it going? Oh, I'm on fire. Carom, I don't have any money. There's the health. I think there's another one. No, I think that's one. Alright, I'm gonna go for that one. I don't need the. I don't have enough money to buy anything from Carom. I don't have enough money yet. Not even. Okay. This is ominous. This silence though.
That's a relief.
Having traversed the flaming river Phlegethon to gain this vantage point, relentless Zacharias must now confront a foe of unimaginable savagery, who lies ahead, awaiting patiently its time to strike.
He's talking about the Hydra.
Way to spoil the surprise, old man.
He's talking about the Hydra. I'm definitely gonna die. Because the Hydra seems super easy at first, but after like you fight the first head, this fight gets...
Oh, great.
Part that sucks. No, I got so close. That would have been the first time I beat him. Damn it. I got so close too. That was such a good run.
I'll get that Hydra.
I will. I definitely fucking will. Holy crap, that was a good ass run, man.
Owie, looks like the Bone Hydra of Asphodel just stomped you that time, huh? I hear each of its heads has its own nasty tricks. That must be tough.
Yeah, the key to that fight was definitely the deflect, though. The deflect made that fight way more tolerable. Because before, when I got to that
it was
guy,
unpleasant, yes.
I had no deflects, and I just got mauled immediately as soon as the heads came out. Like, what's going on here?
Olympus knows of him, bestowing on him all their worthless blessings here within my realm. Our realm. Explain to me how exactly this is possible, Nyx. Either your limitless power has considerably waned, or you are up to something.
Oh, he knows.
Do not question my power, Hades. Your son was bound to be discovered the closer he came to the surface. The Olympians are pleased to know they have a distant relative and bid him welcome to their mountain. That is all. Their influence is very limited.
I just realized her hair looks like wings.
Blood and darkness. Do not speak to me about their influence.
The stock sound
I've seen
effect.
their influence firsthand. You've made a foolish mistake.
You would speak to me of foolish mistakes. You cannot change the course that has been set. Try all you like.
Nyx.
Nyx exploded. No. Oh, well, I can't talk to dead. So.
Hey boy, just me again. Here to report, it's pretty dangerous out there even without you on guard duty all the time.
The venerable Hound of Hell barely acknowledges the softly spoken prince's platitude, knowing full well the underworld is not as vigilantly guarded as in ages past.
Good dog.
Prince.
It's Atreus.
You'll get the hang of it out there, lad. For all our sparring practice, there's no teacher like the real thing. Now then, I have something for you.
What, wait, you're giving me your codex? I can't accept something like this.
Please, I insist.
You're
I
giving
want
me
your love
the
of history
code?
to grow, not just your love of warfare. Besides, Maybe you can finish out the rest of it.
I'm grateful.
We now have the Codex. And the Codex allows us to see our relationships with all the characters we have in the game. So, yeah. By the way, you can also give fucking nectarines to the fucking gods, and they'll give you better boons. Sometimes. Nyx. Give one to Nyx. Give one to Charon. Fuck Hypnos, I don't like him. See. We got several more things to get done. Alright, let's go see the renovator. Because, chambers may contain an infernal trove. I don't know.
The ever-shifting chambers of the underworld ought to be a little livelier with this.
We just stack more. We stack more, we get this. I think this is really useful because it allows you to switch keepsakes. So you can switch your perks, basically, in between, like, underworld regions. So, like, if I was to complete Tartarus and move on to Asphodel, before I move on to Asphodel, I have the ability to switch my keepsake, which is really more useful than people think it is. So, but yeah. Oh, by the way, the lounge.
Hey, the lounge is open.
Zagreus already said that.
A commemorative board adorns one of the stoic walls within the lounging area, celebrating and proclaiming the accomplishments of those who serve Lord Hades best of all.
Won't ever see my face up on that wall, I guess.
Yeah, look. Yeah, look, the employee of the month is Achilles. His Greek hero Achilles. And we can
Greetings,
trade
broker.
things for nectarines and Titan blood and stuff like that.
Don't
but
have
we're
enough
not gonna
keys.
do that because that's not. I keep pressing A as if it's B. Fucking Nintendo. Over there, shit. What is it cutting up? Onions? It was an onion. Anyway. It's Medusa, the funniest character in the game. I'm kidding, but she's adorable.
The prince himself. You want to talk to me? Me? Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Hi, Dusa.
I just wanted to say the lounge looks wonderful, as good as new. Better. I hope it's not been too much trouble patching up.
I have to clean the rafters.
Thanks for all your hard work.
There she. She is the
Greetings,
cleaner
chef.
of everything, and she's hilarious because she gets immediately. She is the I don't know what you call it in the anime, but she's the character that constantly runs away. She's the Hinata of the game. But either way, let me see. The last thing is gonna upgrade. Yeah, that's not useful. Let's see. 1, 2.
Now we're talking.
All right, and I'm not gonna lie with that. I think we're gonna call it a stream, because I feel like if I start a run right now, it's gonna fuck me up, and I honestly have some things I need to get done today regarding what I was talking about earlier. But either way, sorry. Look, anyway, all right. Anyway, thank you guys so much for pulling up. If you did, for those who stayed, thank you for staying. If you liked what you have seen, if you enjoyed the stream, follow and become an adamant one today. If you want to hit me up on social media, you can follow me on Twitter at adamant.vod. That is where I usually am for social media. We will get more social media in the future, but as of right now, Twitter is where I am at. I will try and be active and reply to people. And yeah, so, and if you missed the stream and you want to see some playthroughs that I've done a full playthrough of Resident Evil Village. I played a little bit of Cyber Shadow. Unfortunately, I lost the last part, but I need to stop talking about that because it makes me mad every time I talk about it. But I played Cyber Shadow. I've done a full playthrough of Ghost Runner. I've done a full playthrough of Resident Evil Village. I've done a full playthrough of Bloodborne. Blind. If you want to see those playthroughs, you can head over to Adamant Archive on YouTube because they're all there, full raw exported streams. Go there. So if you want to watch those, check those out. And support of that channel is cool too. So like, comment, and subscribe over there as well. But anyways, that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Hades gameplay. We'll be back with more Hades eventually. I don't know if we're gonna stream Hades next time we stream, but we'll be back with more Hades when we get back to it. But either way, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I am Adamant, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.